Dr. Ferda, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Okay, I can see my student already enter this class. For your information, especially section 1 and section 2. So this is a joint lecture between University Malaysia Pahang and also Diponegoro University. And we will proceed as usual, chapter 2, Multimedia Development Workshop. And for the next hours, it will be delivered by Dr. Adi. He is going to especially from University Malaysia Pahang, can get some knowledge how to implement the AI in the game and how to enhance your game quality, game development, and also I hope it can help you to improve your project. By end of the semester, we expect that the student able to demonstrate capability to gather and manage related information and learn new skill through this joint lecture. Yeah. Anyone from the section 1 or section 2, please speak up or drop a message into the chat box. Section 1, please turn on your camera. I want to see you. Hello, Tam. Okay, how about the others? Turn on your camera. I'm going to record your attendance now. Okay, hello. Murfika, okay. Ang Ming Chu, okay. Lee. Others? Okay, who else? I'm recording now to collect the attendance. Okay, Muhammad Ashraf. Okay, Wan Kwan. Hu Ming Chu. Okay. Shauki, Amiruddin. Okay. So this is a joint lecture for your information, especially from my student from section 1 and section 2. There are a few students from Diponegoro University will join our lecture. And I hope you, all of you can get a new knowledge and please ask a question that relate to the lecture today. And I hope you can get a new information, especially AI, artificial intelligence in the game programming. Maybe we can start.
Okay.
Yeah, we can start.
You can start now.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. My name is Fajar Agung Nugroho. I'm one of the staff here from University of Diponegoro University. Before we start, let me introduce you to our lectures. We have joint lectures here from UMP and also from Undip. The first lecture will be held by Dr. Ferda Ernawan. As you know, UMP student is he has graduated his doctor in 2014 from University of Technical Malaysia, Malacca. And the second lecturer will be Dr. Eng Adiwibowo. He has graduated from Nagoya University, Japan in 2016. So without further ado, let's please welcome the first section, Dr. Ferda Ernawan. The stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Fajar. So, so before I start our lecture today, this is our chapter 2. Yeah. So before we start, let me brief explain, especially to the student from the University of Diponegoro. Okay, this course is a multimedia development workshop. Okay, and the learning outcome of this course by the end of the semester, student able to formulate a solution of a specific problem using multimedia application by implementing phase of multimedia project development. Okay, and the second one, by end of semester, student able to develop the multimedia application by involving necessary activity in the project development process using various tool and the technique, and also the by end of semester, we expect the student able to demonstrate a capability to gather and manage the related information and learn new skill through the multimedia project development. And the most important, the course outcome of this is a student able to demonstrate the capability of managing multimedia project and identify the commercial value. So we hope that by completing this course, the student can develop the multimedia application that has the market value. Okay, this is the general overview of the assessment. And for your information, okay, our student, UMP student, is going to develop a game application. Okay, we focus on the game and that has a market value and potential to be commercialized. So this is our second chapter. It's about the project management. How do we manage the project so we can complete the project on time, okay, based on the budget and so on. So for you, the various stage of the project consists of first is thinking. So you have to think about the idea. So what should you do? What game? What is the game requirement in the market now? You have to identify. You have to search the existing application. Then you have to come out with a new idea. Especially we want a unique one. Okay, if we focus on game development, so you need to produce the unique game, and the unique game can be a selling point to the market. So if you have a unique product, of course it will get a good response from the market. Yeah. After you have the a unique idea, okay, so you need to do a plan. Okay, plan and schedule. Okay. So you need to prepare from the user requirement, okay, the system requirement, okay, and then the storyboard, okay, the mechanic of the game, and also the milestone, okay, when you have to start and when you have to complete. Okay, in this semester, UMP will implement will applying in the UMP. We only have 13 weeks to complete the project. Student must identify and do some planning here, do some what we call plan. Okay, so we have to divide into several tasks in order to complete the milestone. So scheduling is very important to make sure you can complete the project on time. Yeah. The next one is the stage in order to develop the project is the data collection or data gathering. It involves the user requirement, okay, and also the system requirement. So the data collection it can comes from market survey. Okay, we want to know what's the market survey, what's the response. Let's say you have an idea, you have a plan like this, then we need to get some response from uh, the the stakeholder, okay, the user, and so on. So you need to collect all the necessary information, and then you need to uh, do the user requirement, okay, to to produce the game that the user want. Okay, and then the next is you also must know the status updating through the network and giving early warning. Okay, if it is out of date, for example, the feature that you want to propose in the game here is not up to date, so uh, you have to update. Okay, you have to update uh, the the data and the plan, and also to you also need to give early warning to your team member. Okay, we need to uh, do some correction, revision, and so on. Early warning also can be implemented in, for example, when you have developed the milestone, and then currently your status is not complete yet, so you can give early warning to your team member. So you have to warning your team member, you have to complete it on time. We have a limited time. So this is to encourage your team member to perform better, yeah, and pave path for success completion. Finally, by end of the project, you will achieve all the goals of the game development, and it can be accepted by the user. Yeah. So management, it is important for you. So you have to know about the management, how to manage your team member, your resources, the data, and so on. So actually, what is the management here? It is a technique of understanding the problem, needs, okay, and the controlling the use of resources, cost, time, scope, and quality. So it's about a technique, yeah. How do you manage the resources? How do you control the quality? How do you control time? So it's related to the management. And the project management itself, it is an application of knowledge, skill, tool, and technique to project activity in order to meet the stakeholder need, okay, and the expectation from a project. So if you want to develop a game, okay, you have to make sure, you have to highlight it here, the game that you want to develop has fulfilled the stakeholder requirement. Okay, you cannot conduct the game, you cannot develop a game based on your preference, based on your imagination, or based on your idea, but you have to know the user requirement, especially stakeholder needs. And needs here state a part of the project, okay, and the expectation unstate part of the project. The completion of the project on time within the budget without compressing quality. So we hope that the project that you develop can meet the minimum quality. It means that marketable. It can be accepted by market. If you produce a game with the low quality, so I believe the market will not use your. Why do people learn project management here? To explore the latest concept. You have to use the latest concept. You have to use the latest technique. Of course, in order to implement a game, in order to develop a game, of course, you need to use AI. So today is our joint lecture, and we hope the student, especially UMP student, can get a better knowledge, especially AI in the game. Yeah. To increase the value and contribution to the organization, to prove yourself skillful in the managing a project. We need to learn project management to learn a new, because we want to learn a new through a process that help organize thinking and structure approach. To acquire a professional degree, recognition, and increase the job prospect and endless possibility and the benefit. Yeah. This is some reason why we need to learn project management. So here, project management plan, something like telling you how work will be done. Okay. So in order to develop a game, so you need to manage your plan. You need to tell the others project member, okay, in order to complete this task, so we have to do this task given to you. Okay, you divide into several tasks and then you distribute into the team member. Then you always communicate among a group member. Yeah. The key to successful project is on the planning. I agree, definitely agree. Okay, without planning, something like you develop a game without the guideline. Okay. Something like you develop a game and only the user only you. So you need to plan. Okay, plan in order to design a game, to develop a game, system requirement, and so on. The most important thing is the planning, okay? Because all the detailed planning work for different aspect or different tasks, okay, of the project is integrated into a single plan, known as a project management plan. Yeah. So by detailing the tasks given to you to the other project member, it is important to manage your project. Okay. So for example, you need to identify the input, such as a goal, your team characteristic, your team, what we call behavior, okay, money, okay, time, okay, and also the equipment that needs equipment that we need to complete to develop the game. Yeah. So this is and then by 13, okay, you need to complete the project, and by end of the milestone, you can deliver the game application. So this is the current challenge. Usually we will face this challenge. Yeah. For example, here inability to achieve on time. Okay. If you don't manage, if you don't plan properly, of course you will delay. Delay means you cannot deliver the product to the stakeholder on time. So it will be give a bad perspective view. Yeah. So you need to really manage the time. Okay. On the budget and quality of the deliverable due to the lack of control. So the next challenge is the lack visibility on the project procurement and or contract management. lack buy-in due to less, okay, or no project communication, okay, lack rigor in risk management, okay, poor or no documentation and record management in the place, okay, no or irregular project health check carry out, yeah, inability to review existing project against changing priorities and prioritize and condition. So this is very important, yeah. Currently we face this issue, yeah. If you don't look at the new environment, currently we are in the pandemic situation, okay. So how do you have to think how the product can be sold to the in this situation, okay. So you need to find the existing project against changing a priority. Uh, you need to prioritize, okay. You need to list the prioritize in order to review the existing project, for example, and you have to look at the your environment now, your market value, the market survey. It is very important to make sure that the game can be accepted to the market. Like visibility on resource demand and order loads. Yeah. Scope not tightly, control leading to ROI goals unmet, and inaccurate scope definition, and or no detailed project plan to achieve it. Okay. This semester we only have a 13 week. Okay, so you have to really scope your project. Don't make it too general or broad. So you have to scope it into the small project and make sure you can complete it on time. This is also the issue, a challenge to you in this situation. And for the project management process, okay, we have an interface here, start project, and then initiate the process. Okay, plan the process, execute the process, and close the process. So this is the monitor and control the process. Finally, end of the project, we come out with the game application. So in the project management, this is the important part. Okay, you need to identify, okay, the existing game. You need to identify the before you develop it. You need to identify the market survey. You need to identify the feature, the game feature of the game that can be commercialized, that can have a market value, and suppose it is a unique a game that you can offer to the user. Yeah. After that, you need to plan the process. Okay, start from the proposal. Okay, user requirement. Okay, system requirement, storyboard, and so on. Use case diagram and so on, and finally you implement it. Okay, you execute the process, and by the end, this one you can sell your product and it can be accepted. So planning, scheduling, and controlling and closing. Yeah. Most important phase of the project management. Planning is an art and science of converting a set of objectives to realization through a series of steps executed in an organized and predicted way, so that there will be less requirement of changes. So this is I want to highlight. If you have a good planning, okay, I believe that you will get the less requirement of changing. Okay, if your plan meet the stakeholder requirement, suppose it will be less requirement of change. Yeah, and the old saying, plan the work, work the plan. So you need to plan properly so you can work, yeah, smart working. Okay, next one is scheduling. In this process, okay, it's a process of formalizing activity. Okay, you need to divide the several tasks. Okay, especially in this relate to the milestone. Okay, what kind of activity will involve in your project, and then you have to set end of the completeness of the activity. Yeah. So you have to measure for each activity start and also end of the activity. Yeah. And also this is something like about the duration and also about the resources. Okay. And sequence of occurrence in the consultation with the team members, communication among team members. Planning and scheduling phase are undertaken before the actual project start. Okay, before you start, so you have to plan and schedule. So actually, in this week, okay, and then in the previous week, in the previous lecture, I already asked you to prepare the market survey. Okay, the aims of market survey here is to identify the market requirement, the stakeholder needs. Then after you get the feedback, okay, you can start to plan. You select a certain topic, then you must discuss among a group member. You need to divide into several tasks, and you need to plan and schedule. Assign each member to a certain task. The task given to each member so must be completed on time. Okay, controlling is another element in the project management. It is undertaken during the actual project implementation. Project controlling is a mechanism established to determine the deviation from the project-based schedule, to replan and reschedule during implementation to compensate the deviation on the basis of commissioning minimal. And flow of resources like finance, okay, manpower, equipment, and application technique. Okay, the next phase is a closing phase. It is a last phase of the project, which bring close out of the complete the project. Whatever the project requirement are predefined, okay, during this phase, the totally delivered is made. Yeah. The total delivery is made and it is accepted by the customer. So in this phase, okay, once you already wrote the user requirement that already defined in the previous stage, okay, you have to fulfill all the requirement. You have to fulfill all the user needs. Okay, so this is something like you have to make sure whatever the user requirement mentioned in the report should be executed and completed. Okay, and of course, should be accepted by customer. Why should it be accepted? Because it's come from user requirement from the customer and stakeholder and so on, because we already conduct the user requirement. And maximum conflict can arise in the project during this phase between those who have worked to deliver the outcome, or some we call it contractor, and and those who are accepting the result of the work, or the customer. Yeah, usually it always happen, especially if you face the customer, like, okay, that time they mentioned about the feature of the game A, B, C, D. Okay, suddenly, by end of the or closing phase, the customer want to change the feature inside the game. So something like conflict of interest. Therefore, you need to document into you have to document it, all the user requirement, and you have to get the signature sign from the user, okay, from page to page, okay. It is help to you to make sure that the user, we can push the user to not to change the user requirement, especially at the end of the phase. Yeah. Okay. For the project management knowledge area, number one is integration, scope, time, cost, quality, human resource, communication, risk, procurement, document, and change. So for integration, okay, support various elements of the project management which are identified, defined, combined, and coordinated. Okay. For example, develop a project charter, okay, develop the project management plan, direct and manage project execution, monitor and control the project work, perform integrate change control, and close the project, or close or finish completed completion. Yeah. And for the scope, project scope management include the process required to ensure that the project include all the work required and only the work required to complete the project successfully. It is very important. Yeah. So when you have a requirement, for example, if you have a, for example, when you receive the user requirement, okay, you have to identify the scope, okay, the scope that, for example, when you want to develop a game, okay, you also receive the user requirement. Not all the user requirement can be accepted. Okay, you have to think, yeah, that the user requirement, okay, from the user requirement, then we identify the scope of your game. Before you develop the game, you need to analyze, okay, the scope, and then you need confirmation from the user or customer or stakeholder, okay, before you execute, before you design. Okay, so not all the user requirement can be accepted by you, okay, but you need to come out with the idea or solution. Oh, okay, the user actually want to a game that has a feature A or and B. Okay. However, the user are not able to explain it well, or explain it to the game developer. So you need to think that the information that that you receive from the user, you are able to translate and design what we call the idea. Okay. Sometimes the user want A, B, yeah, but the user talk about C and D. So you are, as the analyzer, you need to identify actually what is the user need. This is your job, and also in order to define the scope. So you need to make sure the game that you want to develop not too broad, but you have to scope it into the small thing. Unless you have a big member, yeah, you have a big resources, then and the game that you want to develop. But relate to our project now, your game must be developed and scoped into the small one. Okay, collect requirement, define the scope, create WBS, okay, and verify the scope. This is very important, verifying scope. You need to get the confirmation from the user or the stakeholder. Okay, WBS, it is a work breakdown structure. Okay, it is something like a delivery-oriented hierarchical decomposition of the work to be executed by the project team. And WBS here organize and define the total scope and represent specified in the current approved scope statement. Okay. And the process of subdividing project deliverable and project work into more manageable component. And the lowest, so it is some hierarchy, okay, and the lowest level of the WBS is work package can be scheduled, cost estimated, and monitored and controlled. So this is the example of overall project, okay. This is the typical WBS of the project, yeah. Okay, next is project time management, okay. When you conduct a project, you have to ensure the timely completion of the project. Let's say you already divide into the several milestone, yeah, several tasks, okay. Let's say you are on the certain task, you already overdue, yeah. This is something like you have to manage your time. Okay, you already overdue in the task given to you, so you need to make sure the other task given to you should be completed on time, not drag to the others activity. For example, activity 1 overdue, also overdue, not like that. But once a certain activity overdue, then you have to strategize to make sure the second and the third can be completed on time. Yeah. So it's about the plan schedule management. Okay, define the activity again. So this should be you need to define all the activity involved in the project. Okay, for example, game. This game, in order to develop this game, then you need to define all the activity. Okay, who will develop the character? Okay, how many character we have? Okay, about the difficulty level. Okay, game level. Okay, so you need to declare clearly, and you have to mention again the completion of each activity. Yeah? Completion for each activity. So let's say you have a 20, means that let's say you have 20 activity in your milestone. You have to make sure you also have a 20 completion activity, and you have to state the end of the completion. Okay. For example, activity 1, develop a 3D model. Okay, for character A. For this activity, okay, you have to mention the completion of character A in which date, in the certain date, okay, and you have to make sure the others member also perform the task given to him or her on time. Yeah. Okay, sequence, is it a sequence activity? Okay. Is it compulsory to conduct the sequence activity? No. Yeah, you can over activity. Yeah, for example, activity 1 can be suppose can be complete on the 1st December. Okay, the second activity can start before the 1st September. Okay, not sequence something like number activity 1, end of the activity number 1 is 1st December. Activity 2, suppose on the 2nd December. Not like that. The sequence here means you need to complete number 1 first, number 2 first, number 3, number 4, but not time. Yeah, it's not about time, but activity. It's totally different sequence time, sequence activity and sequence time. Here, the meaning of sequence activity, you have to complete number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. But in terms of time, you can over. Suppose you have to conduct over. Yeah? You don't need to wait until the number activity 1 completed. No, you have to start before activity 1 completed. Okay, So the meaning of sequence here, activity number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You need to define and make it prioritized. Suppose from the planning, okay, design, okay, design, and also the system requirement, and the last one is implementation. Estimate activity resources, estimate activity duration, okay, develop the schedule, okay, and control the schedule. Usually, everyone can be everyone can control the schedule. Yeah, for example, you can remind your team member. Okay, we have a milestone, we have a breakdown activity, and each activity already assigned into a certain group, and then you can remind to others. Don't make the others people what we call influence to others one. For example, if one not complete, definitely will affect to the others activity, right? So you have to everyone can be control. Everyone can control the others activity, can remind, can give also warning, and also the big responsibility is under the leader. Yeah. Okay. Next is this is the project time management. There are 7-step network building process. Okay. Identify objective. Yeah. So if you want to develop a game, we already defined by end of semester, you have to come out with a game application that has a commercial value. So you need to identify the objective. Okay, I already give you a topic about the healthcare, so you need to identify the objective of your game that you want to develop. And the next stage is the list main phase. Okay. Next is a build initial project schedule, sequence and estimate the duration, resources allocation, allocate the resource and constraint. Okay, if you have a constraint, you can mention it, you can inform it, so you can quickly to solve it. Yeah, at a lower level detail as required, and then optimize the schedule. If the a plan is not really proper, then you need to revise again. Okay, if okay, then you can decide it. Yeah, you can start to conduct the project. Okay. Project time management. Yeah, schedule once finalized is set as best, and the progress of work are tracked against the baseline. Okay, usually we can call it active assessment. You always evaluate. You can evaluate the progress from time to time. Yeah, the others members you can track. Yeah, current progress is arrived from the various tracker developed for the purpose. These schedules are called current schedule. Analysis and forecasting is done in the progress report. So you also can use the MS project. Okay, you can use Primavera, engineering tracker, manufacturing and supply tracker, construction tracker, and others tools to develop the schedule, or milestone. Next is about the project management. Okay, project cost management. Yeah. It includes the process involved in estimating, budgeting, and controlling costs so that the project can be completed within the approved budget. When you develop a game, okay, you need when we develop a project, especially in a game, you need to prepare a proposal, right? Usually inside the proposal, you will attach a budget, okay? Budget or cost that required that required to develop its game. So you have to not just mention the number, yeah, just mention the amount of the budget, but you have to identify properly. Yeah? For example, you want to buy the asset, okay? You have to survey the existing asset, and then you can mention the price. Okay, not just simplify put okay, $50, $10, or 100 ringgit. Not simplify like that. Okay, you have to properly identify and analysis for each budget required. Okay, for example, you want to buy at the asset store, yeah, or you want to buy the 3D models, okay, from the asset store, for example, okay, then you need to identify properly, okay, is it one package, is it half package, or is it only one character? Suppose the budget reflect to the purchasing items that you want, okay, so you need to estimate properly, convert it into the budget, okay. Okay. After you can, after you have a what we call a plan, okay, a proposal, okay. So you need to convert all the necessary required for developing the game should be converted into the budget. Of course, if you want to sell this game application, you have to make sure the market value. If the existing game is about the $20, and then you want to the cost required from your team is $50, something like, okay, it can be happen unless you have a unique feature, unless you have evidence from the market survey that it has potential to be commercialized. Okay, without the evidence from the market survey, why your costing is higher than the existing one? Unless you have the unique one and it can be selling point to you. Yeah. Load the cost into the schedule. Of course, don't spend the budget into a certain period. Okay, so you have to distribute based on the requirement. Okay, for example, in the design here, so you need the 3D model. Yeah? So in this week, you need the budget. Okay, this is the tips for you when you write the proposal, especially budgeting. Yeah? Perform earn value, perform the estimate at the complete, administer change, and the control cost. So I hope by week 6, you can come out the proposal, include the pre-market survey, okay, to show the evidence from the market, okay, not simplify, distribute the questionnaire to all the members. No, you have to identify who is the potential stakeholder that you involve in your project. Okay, proposal, survey, okay, and also milestone, budget. Okay, so to those who can write properly, I can support because I just received a grant from UMP to commercialize a product. So I hope one of you can prepare a good proposal and also can submit it to me. Okay, next one is about the budget here. Project risk management. Okay, it is a concern with identifying, analyzing, and responding to the project risk. Okay. Plan a risk management. You need to identify the risks, potential risks that can be happen from your product or from your game application. Okay. For example, you need to identify properly. Okay. Your game that you have been developed and distribute to the user, is there any benefit or usefulness or not, or something like this is just entertainment game, but it cannot be commercialized. Entertainment game, okay, fine, but suppose it can be commercialized. This is the most important thing. And identify the risk. For example, the game that you have developed has a potential get the high risk. For example, you put a certain content that not suitable to the game, for example, especially for the children. Let's say your target is the user is a children. So you will receive a high potential risk, yeah, especially complaint. I believe it not. I believe if you do if you develop a game without the user requirement, proper risk management, okay, you will get some complaint from the user. Yeah, perform the qualitative risk analysis and also quantitative. Qualitative and quantitative risk analysis. Okay, you can conduct through quantitative, maybe you can conduct through the survey, okay, and also the planned risk response, okay. You need to prepare, okay. Once it happened, you already identify the risk, okay. You need to prepare the answer, how we respond from this complaint and potential complaint and so on. Monitor and the control risk. So this is the for example, risk assessment, risk control, risk ranking. Okay, so this is prioritized. The highest risk can be your prioritized, can be your the first prioritized to mitigation. Okay, I think that's it from my explanation about the project management, especially when you are developing a game. Okay, so you have to consider all of these things, and I hope it can help you to communicate each other and each student aware about the project management, so they have what we call effective learning, for example, ethic and also professionalism. Okay, you have we hope that you have integrity, you have professionalism, okay, to complete the task given to you, and make sure again your product can be commercialized, or it can be accepted by market value. That is our cost outcome in this lesson. I hope all the students aware about the project management. Okay, thank you. That's it from me. Others,
thank you.
can continue to Dr. Adi that he is going to deliver artificial intelligence in the game, and I hope it can help you to get a new knowledge, to get a new idea for implementing artificial intelligence in your game application. Okay, I think I will return back to Dr. Adi. You can start to present. Yeah, floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ferda, for the lecture. Okay, I will share my desktop. I hope my voice is okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, I think it's my slide is okay, Dr. Ferda.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adi Wibowo. I'm from Universitas Diponegoro, Semarang. Before we start, I will introduce a little bit my campus. Maybe only few people knows about the Semarang. Okay, so wait, I will minimize the. Okay, so this is our campus, Universitas Diponegoro, in Semarang, Central Java. Then you can see that Central Java is in Java Island, yeah, close to Jakarta, around 300 kilometer, and we are in the center of Java, and this is our main campus in Tembalang campus. There is 2 campus, and this is our building, Faculty of Science and Mathematics. And for world ranking, we are in QS now, in 301 to 500 for subject, yeah, for graduate employee ranking, and for the QA, for the THE, time highest education, World University Ranking 2021, we are on 10,000 plus 1. And you can maybe tour more in this link YouTube. I saw the YouTube link on the bottom side. Okay. Everybody ever come to Indonesia, but I'm not sure people can speak up now. Maybe next we will open the voice. Okay. For today agenda, I will introduce a little bit about AI for game. Yeah, AI for game. This is very important to you to understanding first about the AI for game, and the second one is about the methods, about the method itself. So the method we will show several method: the final state machine, research, star, neural network, and reinforced learning. And the last we will about how can I be used for your project, and the next is the summary. Okay, for the introduction. So this diagram very maybe different from the different paper for the game. However, it's a little bit very close to the classification of or subfield of AI technique in for we will discuss later. Yeah. So here, artificial intelligence is very extensive scientific discipline which enable computer system to solve problem by emulating complex biological process such as learning, reasoning, and self-correction. So AI focus on study of intelligent or rational agent. For example, entity with pervasive and act is an environment with the aim of achieving the goal or maximizing performance parameter. Moreover, this improvement performed by the learning. This is the focus on AI. So if you know I think most of you know well about AI. But here we will show the subfield to understand more, maybe to review about the AI. So we can think when we can think are deterministic or observable or static and completely known. for the scenarios in this algorithm AI, we can use the optimizing theory. The optimizing theory here, we have the mathematical formula, breadth first search, taboo search, and logic genetic algorithm, for example, and many things, and colony and many things. This is for problem that we can observable. And for second problem or second element can be used for decision-making algorithm is principle for maximizing or with utility function in defined order to assign a single number or to express desirable. This here we can use desirable methods, yeah, for example, for this decision making algorithm. And for the next is for the optimizing theory, usually for the for using the search method also. And although when we use the probability and decision system, we can use the between statistical method or decision making. So the methods such as Bayesian network, hidden Markov model, or Kalman filter. And unique and more very famous one, the learning method. Yeah, the learning method is which very famous now for the machine learning, widely used now. And this machine learning have three main category: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforced learning. Yeah, supervised mean need input from the human. Unsupervised mean without any input from human, and reinforced there is reward and punishment on learning process. And for knowledge-based reasoning and planning method is common use when we knows well the problem. Yeah, this is the AI, so very wide, and there is several method here. We will explain more in the next page. Okay, so artificial intelligence now is very progress in recent years, and very many application technology and increased number of research area for the AI, and also many news reported about the AI, also due to the hardware advancement, yeah, using the GPU, yeah, using TPU and many hardware possible to develop AI. However, in game development, it's more interesting compared to the AI. We know that almost all phone or maybe more computer, usually there is game. However, in their game there is AI. So for the user, more interesting to the game. And the problem is when we try to create game, it's the problem is how to make human level intelligence into the game for the natural sense for the games. So here, artificial intelligence (AI) is very important for making game more reliable and more enjoyable for user. What is differences between AI for computer science or AI for game? In previous slide, I saw the AI for computer science, yeah, many algorithm, but how AI for game? Yeah, this is the differences between the AI for computer science and for game. First, for AI for computer science must be the smartest. It means that people try to get the best performance. But in game, however, must be smart, but usually propose weeks to make the people lose in enjoyable, like more enjoy when they can uh, defeat the game, yeah, lost in fun, yeah, and challenging way. So when we make the game too smart, it's make people will boring with the game. The second one is in the computer science, usually AI need to explain for the weakness, yeah, and should have the golden standard way. For example, if we want to detect COVID-19 or detect to some cancer, we need to explain why this AI cannot detect the COVID well, or what accuracy, or what kind of weakness, yeah, what kind of the weakness of the algorithm. In games, no unintended weakness, or actually no golden path to defeat. Like so, AI can have the weakness. However, the more important is there is no clue for the how to defeat the system, like for cheating or something. An important thing is for the AI in the game must not look dumb. Yeah, don't be look like the enemy look like too ugly to show or something that easily to defeat. So it's also important. But in computer science, loss for some case it's okay. Like if we cannot handle the some cases for the AI, it means this is the weakness of the AI for computer science. For the game, for the game, usually they use the CPU because GPU will use for rendering or kind of more graphical unit for processing more reality view compared to the AI. But in computer science or the research, usually CPU or GPU will perform together, can be offline on real time, but in the game must be real time. And for the computer science, the AI usually configured by programmer, researcher, and hard code. It's really difficult to code the new AI. It should be used good in mathematics commonly, but in game configured by designer, it's mean the some scenario, some easy scenario should be by designer. Usually designer more knows about the market, about the AI itself. So as mentioned by Dr. Ferda, it means that we need to create something that user needs. This is the differences between the for AI for computer science and for game. And type of AI, usually for the computer science using global optimization, supervised, unsupervised, rule-based, and many things. And for the AI for the game, yeah, type of AI for game, it's really different. For example, for real-time strategy, need global strategy, yeah, like the more all view. And for the FPS, first-person shooter, need modeling of individual unit on footstep level. So this is the more the differences between AI for computer science and AI for game. So what is the AI in game? AI game is the technique used in computer and video game to produce the illusion of intelligence in the behavior of non-player character. So, and then game must feel natural, but entertaining is more important. And based on the surveys, 50% of project time is building AI itself. And there is two quote from Alex Compandert and Dan Klein. The game AI is algorithm that replace randomness. And good game AI is an algorithm that provides superior design result to randomness. So when we develop game, usually we will use the random generator or random for the enemy, for a random moving or something. And this AI is, the purpose of the AI is to replace the randomness to make more natural feel. Okay, so the history of AI, yeah, game and artificial intelligence have a long history together. Much research on AI for game is encouraged with contrasting a game agent for playing game with or without on learning component. And historical, this has been the first and for a long time and only approach to using AI in game. For the first time, it's Alan Turing. Yeah? Alan Turing is the first scientist who generate the AI for game for the playing chess in 1952, and the next one is the first master a game for programming as Douglas is 1982, for the tic-tac-toe game. And the Dartmouth Conference 1956 is the birth of AI, yeah, in Dartmouth Conference. Used in here the sort of month-long brainstorming session for future AI luminaire where the term artificial intelligence was coined. Yeah. And the next, Samuel Sekol, and then using chess, and the very famous era is when Deep Blue, yeah, this era 1997 Deep Blue. I guess that all of you not yet born. 1997 IBM this AI beat the world champion, yeah, keep Saparov, I guess. And then next, the most famous one is DeepMind, yeah, and then AlphaGo that beat the top human for for the game. This is the history of AI for game. It's a long story. Next agenda is about the AI methods. I think I have how many time? What time is it? Okay, I see. Okay, the AI method I will only introduce several AI methods. Yeah. The first one is the behavior authoring. It's referred to method employing static ad hoc representation without any form or search or learning, such as here we give example a finished state machine. And there is other is behavior tree or utility-based AI. And the second one is tree search, refer to method that search and space of future action and build tree of possible action sequence. And often in adversarial setting, this is include the min-max algorithm, Monte Carlo, S-star, and many tree BFS and DFS and other. The next one is supervised learning, refer to learning a model that maps in instance of dataset to the target value such as classes, target value as necessary for supervised learning. Common algorithm used in here is backpropagation or artificial neural network. And the next, we will discuss about reinforced learning, refer to the method that solve a reinforced learning problem where the sequence of action is associated with positive or negative reward. And the last one, we discuss about the hybrid, the combination between the several methods. Okay, the finished state machine. This is the abstract model of computation. It's the first computation model to know the very well about computation. It's model computation based on hypothetical machine made of one or more state. So state is important here. Only single state can be active at the same time. So the machine must transition from the one state to another in order to perform different action. So number of state which store information about the task. So there is task, like for example here, wander, attack, evade, yeah, find eight. It's one of the information about tasks, and the transition function that map input and the current state to the next state. For example, from wander to attack, it's player when player is near. Yeah, this is the transition. And when a player is out of sight, from the attack will back to wander. A set of action that need to be followed with each state. So this is the finite state machine. So a finite state machine can be represented by graph where the node are the state and the edge are transition. Okay. Okay, this is the sample finite state machine, the simple one. Yeah, the continue from previous. When we have the game, for example, Egypt Tom. Yeah, then when Egypt Tom mummy behavior, we develop mummy behavior, spend all eternity wander in Tom, so they will close to the Tom, the mummy, and when player close, yeah, when the player close, they will search, yeah, and when see player, the mummy will chasing. Yeah. And several state, yeah, the behavior of the each state when vendor is moved slowly and randomly, yeah, this is the spirit state, yeah, and when search moving faster in line, like moving and run, and fair chasing is direct to the player. Yeah. And other definition transition, yeah, the transition is when close mean here is 100 meter or smell or sense it's possible to get, and visible is line when it's sight, yeah, line is sight, yeah. Usually when we develop the game, there is the rule for where is the close, where is it visible for the enemy, or the here is mummy. When we want to make more natural, because we add magic scrap or amulets to the user, yeah, so we can extend easily by add the state afraid here, yeah, state afraid when player gets scrap, yeah, mummy is afraid, yeah, or run, yeah, mummy is run when they use amulets, yeah, some kind of knife or something, and the behavior is move away from player fast, yeah, move away from player fast, and the transition is when player gets grab, and when time expire from the user, from the amulet, they will the mummy back to the wandering state, yeah. Yeah, we can have substate, some transition, and but different action. For example, rank attacks or mail attacks. Yeah, we can have this several sub state. This is the final state machine. The other method is tree search, and here we explain a little bit about the best first search, the A-star kind of the best first search algorithm. The goal is find the sorted path, yeah, and this algorithm give name best first search because the expression of node in the search tree is informed by some knowledge about the goal state. Yeah. In general, the node that is close to the goal state by some criterion is expanded first. Yeah, the closest node will expand it first, and the most well-known best first search here, the A-star require a graph information method to estimate distance between point, can heuristic or something. And basic method is try to all path, yeah, try to using the extensive search, yeah, but it take time, and orientation target is minimize area of mapping to be examined, yeah, and use heuristic that indicate the estimated cost of getting to the destination. And this is the main advantage of A-star. For example, the game is the Tower of Defense. Tower of Defense is most famous game for the AI algorithm or for something related to education too. When the enemy, there is like here, there is several routes possible to use by enemy, and there is a tower which tried to kill the enemy using the several armor or kind of gun, and this enemy will try to find the closest path to go to out or to escape from the map. Yeah, the algorithm step is will open the list, try to note that need to be considered as possible start and further extension of the path. This is the try to open the list and the close the list. Yeah, not that they have had all their neighbor add to the open list. And G-score is contain the length of weight of the path from the current node to the start node. Low length of G-score are better, and every node has G-score. And the heuristic score, H-score, is resemble G-score, except it's represent an estimate of distance from the current node to the endpoint. To find the short path, the score must underestimate the distance. Usually the heuristic score, we can use the Euclidean distance, or we can use the Manhattan distance, yeah, for example, to know the distance, like for example, between this area to this area. Okay, the other best first search is try to make the intelligent to choose the step and to go to the destination. Okay, the other AI method is supervised learning. Supervised learning in this example is artificial neural network. Yeah, the artificial neural network are a bio-inspiring approach for computational intelligence and machine learning. And AI is ENN is a set of interconnected process unit named neuron. Yeah, this is the neuron, which was originally designed to model the way of biology brain, and contain over 1.1 neuron process information, operation learning, and perform in several tasks. Biology neuron have cell body, number of dendrites, which bring information into the neuron as the input, and action, which transmit transmit electrochemical information out the neuron. Yeah, this is the output layer. Yeah, and the input X here, yeah, corresponding to the neuron dendrite, and the wake parameter, yeah, W is to corresponding to the synaptic strain, and also processing unit to combine input with their corresponding wake via an inner product, wake sum usually, and there is add bias here, yeah, or threshold to wake the sum of the X time of wake, yeah, W plus bias. This value is then fit to the activation function here, yeah, the cell body in the neuron, and then yield the output to the other neuron in the neural network. This is only one neural network, so it's the basic architecture of neural network. Yeah. And how to take advantage of the artificial neural network in simple games is need to know what kind of information the neural network should be provided to help solve the problem. So this is the more important. Know the information, what we try to solve, and then choose the input parameter. Just in way the different combination which let the neural network learn to solve problem which haven't appear in the example set of signal, and should expression as much information about the game world as possible. For example, is vector or relative position or nearest obstacle optimum and enemy range, for example, and accurate set of input data for training. This is the very significant effort when you try to develop the artificial network. It's need to the training process. It's require a very long time to give the training process, and the training neural network itself, yeah, makes the simulation testing to make sure the game is not too difficult or if too easy and in needed or further training. So this method is required training, and we need to check the training result by using the testing and make sure the game is not too difficult, because if too smart, too difficult, it make the game boring the user. For example, I sent to you the PyCar using the NetPython. This game is developed by Python. Actually, there is circle that basket. This is how to training the car to avoid the collision.
What a surprise! In just 2
Okay, the next on this example, actually, the one car have 5 sensor, and the sensor has the input, and the output is tune left and tune right. Next step is reinforced learning. Yeah, reinforced learning is very interesting because this machine learning approach inspired by behavioral psychology, and it's particular the way human and animal learn to take decision via positive or negative reward receiving by their environment. In the reinforced learning, sample of good behavior are usually not available compared to the supervised learning. Instead, similar to evolutionary reinforced learning, learn the training signal of the algorithm is provided by environment based on how agent is interact with it. So it's a little bit close to the supervised learning, however, but the training signal or algorithm is provide by environment base. Yeah, different. If unsupervised is we don't there is no label or something, but supervised need to give the training data and other. And in here, the again of the reinforced learning, there is states, yeah, state and as representative of S and decide to take action, yeah, to take action to the environment, and the all variable here, yeah, is current state and respond to the environment deliver and immediate the reward, yeah. Get the reward and then update the wake or other thing. Here actually there is neural network inside of Q learning, and the difference is the how the fit the input and the give reward and some positive or negative action to the environment. Here, this, for example, the deep Q learning, special type of reference learning technique used for formulate the free kick in FIFA football 2018, I guess, yeah, 2018. And how to the formula is the state, yeah, screenshot image of the game paste to the mobile net CNN, yeah. So we use the image processing to detect the input as the image, and the action is 4 possible action to take shoot low, shoot high, move left, or move right. So the action is shoot low, shoot high, or move left or move right. Okay. Yeah. And reward is upon when pressing shoot in game, scoring increase by more than 200, where score goal, yeah. If we miss the goal, score remain the same, so R will minus. Yeah. Finally, R0 for action is related to the moving left or right. Yeah. And this algorithm have two-layer dense network that take feature map as input and predict total binary reward for all 4 action. So we here show that the training process takes many epoch, yeah, till 1,000 epoch, yeah. For the low epoch, still not so good skill, yeah, because the need the high training. And the last one methods is the hybrid, yeah, Neuro evolution is method of optimizing neural network weight and topology using evolutionary computation. In here, using the genetic algorithm. Yeah, this evolutionary reinforced learning approach is applicable either when the error function available is not, yeah, definable, or when the target output are not available. Yeah. Usually, the population of chromosome that represent the artificial neural network is involved to optimize a fitness function that characteristics the utility quality of the ion representative, and the population of chromosome is typically initially random. Yeah. In here, yeah, actually, in most important is replacement strategy, yeah, except to apply the determining final member of new population, and this is the combination between the genetic algorithm and the artificial neural network. Okay, this is the next agenda. How can AI be used? Yeah, in here, game AI is composed of set of method, process, and algorithm in artificial intelligence, as those are applied to inform the development of game. Yeah. Naturally, game AI can be analyzed through the method using identify the dominant AI approach under each game AI area. Yeah. So alternatively, in here in the right figure, yeah, the domain can be for this in the chapter for the books, yeah, dominant and for secondary, and then there is focus on perspectives on end user and of game area. Yeah. Finally, game is by nature realize the system that entire rich human computer interaction. Yeah, because human interaction is the very important for the game. For example, when however the game very smart, but the human computer interaction is too low, is will make the people avoid the game. Yeah. For example, here for the playing game using the behavior alteration, the AI, yeah, the experience will also dominant, yeah, and for the research, yeah, winning is dominant and the experience not so dominant, and this is the how yeah, the measurement for the AI method for each content. Yeah. And also the AI, it's very important in experience behavior. Yeah, when playing game, yeah, win and experience is will make the and user behavior will comment, and we need to generate content, yeah, autonomously, yeah, and also the how the model player experience and behavior, and this is the AI can be used as the generate content and also to make more enjoyable game. So the summary, yeah, here the AI method used in the video game to produce the illusion of intelligence in the behavior of non-player character that replace randomness. So when you develop game, you could use the AI to replace the randomness, and several methods, find a text machine using the ad hoc representing, yeah, without any source of learning, yeah, star usually used for pathfinding in game, yeah, artificial neural network, Q-learning, hybrid are required training process for developing AI game, and the last AI are concerned the player as end user on playing game interaction. So the human computer interaction in game also as concern in AI research. I think this is the end of my presentation. Thank you. We'll back to Mr. Fajar or Dr. Ferda. Maybe, okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Adi. Maybe my student Ismat want to ask question. Please, the microphone. You can ask question, Ismat.
Okay, because my Mr. Nanang. Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, please have fill out the attendance form in the chat. Yeah, this is to for the also student UMP or student Undip. Yeah, please fill to the open fill out the attendance form. Please, tolong Pak Fajar dong. Wait, we'll call the host to open the. We can read maybe. Right. There is question to wait. Okay.
Not unmute.
Unmute. Okay, cannot unmute. Sorry. Okay, so Okay. Maybe Ricky Rivaldo. Wait. Can I operate? Okay. Oh, no. Maybe the right one, Mr. Dr. Ferda. Good afternoon. This is from Kemal. My name is Satria Kemal. I have question about the project management. Is there any way to push project member to stay on track without any punishment or pressure from the PM, project manager?
Okay. Okay. In order to make sure all the group member can perform on time, so each member should have ethic professionalism, which is the effective. Usually, it's used to describe those skill, attitude, and behavior. So we can expect from the individual. Okay, and then the most important in the professionalism. Okay, when you work together with among a group member, of course you don't know the each characteristic. Okay, so you have to inform the others about the professionalism. It's about the work responsibility. So everyone should aware about the work responsibility, a duty to be carried out as prescribed in the scope and term of reference of the position held. The second one is about the work relationship, work relation, okay, relation with the among a group member, okay, and work group and the community in a work setting. And the third one, you have to tell the others group member, and everybody should aware about the work ethic, system of moral rules or principle of behavior. It should be practiced in the workplace or a working environment. And the last one, in order to reflect the professionalism, every member should have integrity, okay? Level of honesty and being upright in the keeping or defending his or her stand, principle and accountability in the carrying out of a task. So all the members should aware about the four elements in the under professionalism. First, work responsibility, work relation, work ethic, and integrity.
Okay.
So,
Maybe everyone can. Okay, Mr. Fajar already back.
Sorry. I have another meeting.
I see.
This one is, there's a question.
Ricky Rivaldo, maybe Ricky Rivaldo will try to ask question. You can unmute, maybe, Dr. Fer.
okay.
Ricky Rivaldo. Ricky. Okay, let me find his name first.
Unmute or you can the setting change to people can unmute by step.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So thank you for the opportunity. Good afternoon, Dr. Ferda. I want to ask something, maybe a little out of topic, but I think still around of our topic. I'm curious about every team, every company, or every project. The parameter of project management process always different. So how we can adapt in ever-changing environment of different project management process? Any tips for that? Or we can just stick to the basic we learn, or maybe we have determined the flow of the project management in teams. Thank you, Dr. Ferda.
So I believe in the end of the project development, all the members should achieve the goals, goals of the project. So you have to declare a clearly what's the goal of the project, so that everyone can aware, can contribute the task given to each member, so everyone can contribute to achieve the goals on time and by work together. So for different places, of course, they have different parameters to measure, but the important when you conduct the project, okay, once you get the user requirement, okay, remember at the end of the project or closing, or the, yeah, we call it closing the phase, all the requirement, user requirement should be completed by end of the project. So whatever the mention in the user requirement should be completed. So that one is the goals, yeah, of the project. So the user requirement is playing important, especially when you identifying the objective, when you identifying the project that you want to develop, identifying the user requirement, stakeholder needs, and so on. Okay.
Okay, so maybe Mr. Muhammad Ismat, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a question from Muhammad Ismat. Can I just read it? I think it's for Dr. Adi Bowo.
Which, oh, I see. There is, wait, where is, oh, I'm just wondering what the extent that I can grow and maybe can share it together. Okay, yeah, it's a very good question. Yeah, the question is, I wondering to what extent the AI can grow and maybe can share the negative part of AI and how do we can fix it. Yeah, the last part, maybe the negative one, is the very important. Is the nowadays is AI really good to create a fake video or many kind of multimedia content without without need very hard skill to code. Yeah, just using and then create the fake video. It's very easily now. It's mean that the privacy it's really important. I think the research from Dr. Ferda about the Stegano and many things is very interesting to implement to stop the AI by the make sure the privacy is safe, yeah, secure. It's very important. And yeah, the AI now really can make many content easily. And what the extent the AI can grow, yeah, AI try to make the human-like thinking. However, based on the survey, 50 years ago, when people asking AI can make a robot or not, yeah, and they said can make robot like human in 30 years later, yeah, 30 years later. However, after the 30 years from 1950 to 1980, the robot still not yet done, yeah, till now, yeah, the robots still have many problems. It's mean, yeah, it's AI now still growing, try to make the human-like thinking, human and controlling the like human can do. But more important, we should try to use the AI to extend our limitation. For example, limitation to see very fast object or something, to detect some kind of like many kind of impossible to measure by our sensing. AI can sensing. So this is the one of important thing why we still learn AI. Maybe I think it's answer the question. Hopefully, maybe there is many. What should we stop the class, Mr. Dr. Ferda? Because it's unmute, please. Unmute.
We still have one more question for Dr. Ferda here. Can
Many.
read it?
Yes.
Is it okay? Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon,
Yes.
Mr. Ferda. This is from Ananda Vijaya. He's one of our students here in Undip. Thank you for sharing such an interesting topic. I want to ask about project risk management. Some big game companies still miss the game project deadline by like years, for example. Some of them saying that they still have many bugs, so they hold the release of the game. Is it wise to extend the deadline to fix the bug for months in cost of losing customer who are tired of waiting, or they already have purchase, so sometimes customer can purchase early before the release. I don't know, I forget the terms. Or is it better to just release the game with so many bugs inside, but the consequence, the customer will experience the bug. So which one should the company of game industry should choose? Just release the game and as the date, but the problem is still there, or we hold the game, the release of the game until we fix all the bug. Which one do you think, Dr. Ferda?
Okay. So the problem here is the planning. Okay. So
Yeah.
the team are not able to plan properly, and also the implementation. Okay. So once the implementation, such as one of the implementation part is the testing. Okay. Testing is important to verify the game or the product that you develop has fulfilled all the user requirement. Once the planning, if you don't design the planning properly, you will always release bugs, error, and so on. Yeah. So the suggestion, of course, okay, when you meet the industry, industry will not accept your product or your game because your product or your game does not fulfill all the requirement, does not fulfill all the industry necessary. Of course, they have a list of the documents, list of the user requirement. Once the user can see the what we call the business of your product, okay, so it means that it does not fulfill this list, this requirement. So it means that it should be revised again, okay, relook again, and then replan again in order to complete the product and meet the user requirement.
So, but the thing is, we already in the situation. What should we choose then? If we still in the part of planning, we can still fix the plan, or we hire more programmer to do the job. But the thing is, we already in the deadline, and there are only two choices. Which one we should choose? Just release or hold back?
Of course, if the industry doesn't meet the requirement that they want, of course the product will fail. Means you have to revise, then it cannot be released.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it will give significant impact to the industry perspective, maybe the what we call the user will run away from the industry. They don't believe again to the industry. So there is a business model. So it gives impact to the user perspective. Therefore, the industry will make sure that the product that developed by the student or the programmer should complete all the requirement.
Okay, that's clear now. Thank you, Dr. Ferda. Can we have another question, Dr. Adi Wibowo?
Okay, please.
This is from Zarfan.
I think there is question for me
From
from
Zarfan, is it?
Gaza. From Gaza, maybe the Gaza Sacho. Yeah. Good afternoon. So thank you for your how to find out how much data such as player behavior can be retrieved in game without invading user privacy. Okay, I see. So for the game for AI for game is developed before release and used by user. It means need to testing and need to add the training data before the release. Same as the Dr. Ferda said that if not yet ready, it mean will not release. So it's also similar with the game. The game will complete all the training. For example, if they use the supervised learning, and for the how many data, it's how much the data, it's as big as possible, yeah, as big as possible. It's nowadays it's data driven AI. It's mean AI developed from data. It's common compared to the rule based AI. And so the all possible possible experience must be test, yeah, must be have sample, and then the game ready for the release, yeah. And about the privacy, user privacy, I'm not sure the game privacy still. I think the privacy game privacy still many problem. Common people like they lost their user, yeah. It's mean however the very good company for making game, they comment like the online user, their online user disappear or steal by people, and it's mean that yeah, many bugs, many leak in the game. It's used for stall the user privacy. And for the AI itself, not will develop before the game release, so it will not retrieve the user privacy. I think this is my answer.
Okay, I think time's up. Yeah, ready. My student. Yeah, I believe the other student also have another class after this. So
maybe we can take picture first. Maybe turn on the camera.
Okay.
All
yes.
the student. It's really how to say. This is the one of the advantage for the COVID. Yeah, we can meet easily by online. Yeah, people can get course from Diponegoro University, can get course from UMP. It's really interesting. But the problem we don't have physical connection. Okay, nice. Okay, please turn on your camera and don't forget to fill the attendee form. Okay. Okay, good. Mr. Fajar, could you take picture?
Yeah, thank you, Rivaldo. Can you turn on your camera? One. And at least in the first page, we have all Ricky Rivaldo. Okay. Say cheese, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Second page. Second page. No camera on second page. Third page. No camera either. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Ferda, for your time. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, all the students. We will see you on the tomorrow. Yeah, we have a lab. See you. Bye.
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 Thank you.